This presentation was developed to help explain the new 2126 form and how it is used to determine KanCare eligibility. The 2126 is a form used in the long-term care eligibility process for KanCare. It is used by institutions or facilities such as nursing homes, swing beds, psychiatric residential treatment facilities, nursing facilities for mental health, head injury rehabilitation facilities, intermediate care facilities for individuals with developmental disabilities, and state hospitals such as Parsons, Kansas Neurological Institute, Osawatomie, and Larned. The form tells the KanCare clearinghouse that a person has entered or left the facility. Before the KanCare clearinghouse can start long-term care coverage for a KanCare consumer, we must have a 2126 showing the date the individual was admitted to the facility. Likewise, before ending coverage, we have to have a 2126 showing the date the individual left the facility. Thus, it is a very important form for the facility to submit and must be completed and sent to the KanCare clearinghouse within 5 days of the individual's admission or discharge. The form is submitted to the KanCare clearinghouse via fax at 1-844-264-6285. It is best to type the form or print very legibly and to fill out the form completely. Try to use the same form when notifying the KanCare clearinghouse of the admission date and when notifying the KanCare clearinghouse of the discharge date. The form is now 2 pages long and includes a third page with instructions. The first page includes sections A, B, and C. These sections provide information about the resident, the facility, and the care/pre-admission screening. The second page includes sections D, E, and F. These sections provide information about the consumer's admission to the facility, temporary absences, and discharge. Now for a more detailed look at each of the sections. Section A is the resident's information. Please complete all of the fields. If you do not know the consumer's client ID number, please make sure to give us the Social Security number. The responsible person name could be the name of a relative, friend, or durable power of attorney, DPOA, that may be helping the consumer through the process of applying for Medicaid. Section B includes facility information. Once again, please complete all fields, making sure to include the address of the facility. This is important because there are nursing homes throughout Kansas with the same name. For example, medical lodges have 26 different locations. We need the address in order to determine which medical lodge's facility the consumer is in. The name of agency/person placing resident must be completed. This could include a family member, adult protective services, or law enforcement, just to name a few. The facility NPI field is new. The NPI is the facility's National Provider Identifier. Section C is about the care and pre-admission screening. Questions 1, 2, and 3 must be answered. Question 2 asks for information about whether there is a delay in getting the care screen. If there is a delay, please check one of the boxes to include information about the reason for the delay. Don't forget, it is the responsibility of the facility to ensure that any required assessment is completed. This includes the PASAR as well. Section D on page 2 is about the facility placement. We need to know the admission date and information about whether the consumer's stay is expected to be temporary or long-term. A temporary stay cannot exceed the month of entry and 2 following months. A long-term or permanent stay is expected to last longer than the month of entry and 2 following months. Check the box to indicate the current level of care in your facility. This helps the KanCare clearinghouse determine eligibility with the correct coding in place for your facility. Please note that Homes Plus and assisted living facilities do not need to complete this form. We also need information about where the consumer was living before being admitted to your facility. This helps us to determine the amount of the consumer's monthly obligation or if spousal impoverishment provisions may apply. Question 5 in this section is new. This question was added to allow the facility space to provide other information related to the resident's circumstances. Section E is used to report when a consumer has a temporary absence for more than 30 days from your facility. Absences for less than 30 days do not need to be documented on this form. Section F is used for reporting discharge dates or the death of a consumer. If the consumer has discharged your facility, please indicate where they were discharged to. Once again, 2126s are to be faxed to the KanCare clearinghouse at 1-844-264-6285. Please keep the 2126 for your records. This concludes our presentation to help explain the new 2126 form and how it is used to determine KanCare eligibility.